Okay, now the thing is, because I've moved from filial to Eros doesn't mean I no more have filial love.
Yeah.
Because I've moved from Eros to study doesn't mean there is no more Eros. Now, like I said, Eros is the romantic love.
Wow.
When you have a romantic partner, or rather, when you have reached the threshold of romance with your partner, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then the love that I said, okay, that can be said to be at work should be is Eros love.
So, welcome back to Let's Talk About It. Mr. Besson, I'm here with my very good friend, Joseph. Joseph, please, would you like to introduce yourself?
Okay, my name is Victor Joseph. I'm a student of Bayero University, Kano. I'm studying industrial chemistry.
Wow.
I think that's all. Or is there anything else you need to know?
No. And I know Joseph as a very good photographer.
Cinematographer, actually.
Okay, very good cinematographer. I said you're studying
Industrial chemistry.
you studying industrial chemistry. That's a very good one. Wow, that's very, very good.
Yeah.
So, if I'm to ask between your certificates, because I know you're almost in your final year, you're in your final year, right?
Final,
So,
yes.
between your certificate and your skill photography, which would you like take as a profession, or which would you choose? Here is your certificate, very good. Here is your skill, and you are very, very good at cinematography. So, which do you want to use as a daily income, as a profession?
Well, if you ask this question probably to someone not in Nigeria, the answer may probably be different. In Nigeria, as sad as it is, the Nigerian government rather has placed us, we the masses, in survival mode. So thus you find Nigerians doing anything legally and some illegally possible to survive. So if you'd ask me between pursuing a career in my course of study and in my skill, I would say that I would do whichever makes me survive, whichever helps me survive. Or on the brighter side, I would try as much as I can to combine the both, provided that it increase my income. So yes, I won't say I will pursue a career in this or I'll pursue a career in that. I would say I will pursue a career in which that brings more income, or if it's possible, I will even combine both to survive in Nigeria.
Yeah, that's a very good one. That's a very good one.
Thank you.
But personally, I'll go with skill because I love it when you working and you enjoy what you do. In the process of working and enjoying what you do, you won't feel it, you won't feel that, you won't feel like it. But do what you don't love, do what you don't love. And then you just doing it because of survival. And that's what our country has really led us to, just to survive. So I get what Mr. Joseph is saying about combining these two skills. So guys, what's your opinion about it? In your skill or your certificate, which will you go for? Or are you going to combine the both as Mr. Joseph said? Let's go to combine both because of the situation in our country right
If
now.
possible.
If possible.
If
Or
possible.
the survivor.
Yes.
So I won't really blame you because of to survive, you don't need one job, honestly. But
You don't need one source
you
of
don't need one
income.
source of income.
No.
Because in our line of jobs, when you say as a cinematographer now, in years of being a cinematographer, I noticed that it's seasonal. I get it's
There are
seasonal.
times that the
Especially when
job
you
keeps on coming
yeah,
and
there are times
coming,
it keeps on
and there are
coming.
times that it's just like a dry season,
That's very,
nothing
very
is coming.
And when you don't have connections or you don't know what you are doing,
Or as a beginner,
or as a beginner,
that's the
you will
that's the
suffer.
most yes, that's the
You're
most
gonna suffer.
difficult
So
phase.
you just need to be intelligent to survive in this country. You need to be intelligent to know how to combine either your certificate and your skill together to survive. That's just how it works. So
Exactly.
let me know your opinion in the comment section. So Mr. Joseph, I also asked you about what's agape love because I was actually should I say I was mocked or I felt like I wasn't good when I was a teenager.
Wow.
Like when I was a teenager, like my core peer groups were discussing something about related feelings of love. So I was like, me, I love you as an agape, I love you agape love. That's the statement that made them or something like that. I can't really remember. Because I remember they just taught us about agape love in school then. So I was like, I love you, agape love. And this was they were mocking me and say, what is agape love? Like, which one did you love me agape love? And I love you agape love. I explained about agape love, God's love. That's just I mean, like just a normal, like not talking, but we all say love your neighbor as yourself. I mean, so that was I just explained. So
Well,
I felt like I wasn't saying the right word. So let us do enlighten us more. Agape love. What do you think about agape love?
well, to be honest, back then in secondary school days, while growing up and while we were younger
Yeah, yeah.
and limited in our knowledge, we actually think love is wholesome. That is to say, the word love just actually defines everything about love. But growing older and having like in-depth study into the word of the word love, I tend to realize that there are four Greek words that the Romans use to describe love.
Okay.
The first of all is eros. Eros is a Greek word. There's storge, there is phileo, then there is agape. Now, all these deals with different aspects of love, different circumstances that elicit love. But since your question is very direct on agape, I would like to talk a little about agape love. Now, agape love is, like you said correctly, God's love.
Yeah.
It's the kind of love that we only experience in God.
Mm-hmm.
That is the kind of love we only experience when we study the relationship between God and man.
Yeah.
It's the kind of love that exists definitely between God and man. So agape love is unfailing love, uncircumstantial love, love irrespective of what the love does. That is to say that this love is not actually dependent of or on what the loved does, whether in action, in words, in thoughts, or deeds. So the love is wholesome in the sense that it is just based on one person. Just the way the Bible speaking, it says, while we were yet sinner, Christ died for us. So this love is irrespective of the perfect the if irrespective of if the love deserves it or not. Do you understand? So that's basically what agape love. For you to understand agape love, you need to understand God. While growing up, we were told that the love between brothers and sisters is agape.
Definitely.
That's what we were told.
Yes.
But it's not agape.
Okay.
Because love between brothers and sisters is a circumstantial love. I love you as long as you are my brother. Right?
Yes. Okay.
I love you as long as you're my sister. What if you now cease I'm tempted to mention there's this man we all know about that is no longer a man now. I'm tempted to mention his name, but we are alive, we can so that love that exists between siblings is very, very circumstantial. As long as you are my sibling, as long as you're my brother,
Yeah.
I love you. But you see, agape love, it's not dependent on any variable. It's a perfect love. You understand? It's a perfect love. It's not built on relationship. It's built on decisions. You understand? The Bible speaking, it says there are three that abided together: faith, love, and hope. But the greatest of all is love. That's in 2 Corinthians 13, verse 13. So this love is, for you to understand agape now, you need to understand God. Because if you don't understand God, you can't understand agape. Agape love is an unending love, undying love, uncircumstantial love. So for you to understand agape, you need to be in God. It is that love that God was referring to in John 3:16. I know we all know John 3:16. He said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son." That is to say, this love is not affected by race, it's not affected by tribe,
Yeah.
it's not affected by height, it's not affected by ethnicity.
Yes.
If you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are Igbo, or any other tribe that I failed to mention, that love is sure for you. Because in that same John 3:16, it says that he gave his only begotten son. So there is an extent to which God went to show us love is by killing his only child. And guess what? We did not do anything to deserve that love.
That's very, very good.
We did not do anything to deserve that. Instead, we were still wallowing in our sinful nature, as man will always do. We're still going around sinning and doing whatever. But you see what? the agape love is not affected by the actions of the loved. And one thing agape love does is agape love fuels other love. I told you that there are four words that connote love. There is eros, the romantic love, there is filial, the relationship based love, that is between siblings and all that. Then there is storge, the love that is based on commitment. So agape love influences. Okay, think about the infinity sign. The infinity sign in us is an unending sign that depicts the eternity, right? That's the infinity sign, right? Like this. Now, let's just imagine agape to be at the center. Now, agape fuels all other love to keep rolling. That is to say that it is your realization of God's love for you and how it is unconditional that actually fuels whatever it is you do, whatever it is you love, whoever it is you love. It is that is why if you see somebody that lacks love, you don't go ahead to encourage the person to develop filial. You don't go ahead to encourage the person to develop eros. You don't go ahead to encourage the person to develop storge. You go ahead to encourage the person to develop agape, or rather to experience agape, because we humans, I don't think we are capable of professing agape love at an instant. It has to be something that is continuously worked upon. You understand? That is why we don't just fall in love, we walk in love, because agape is something you continuously work upon until perfection. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that is agape love. You make the person experience agape, because until you've experienced the agape dimension of love, then that dimension that you've experienced and you're working in begins to fuel your ability to love in other aspects.
Yes.
So that's how important agape love is. And just to cut everything short, I'll stop here.
Okay. So thank you, Mr. Joseph, for your opinion on agape love. So you already understand the meaning of agape love to some extent. You know the meaning of agape love, God's love, and you went further. You went further to explain the four kinds of love. So what's your opinion on agape love? What do you think about agape love? Please drop your opinion on your comments on the comment section, because your opinion matters. His opinion matters. My opinion matters. Everyone's opinion matters. So I want to see your opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Joseph, sorry to prolong this conversation.
All right, no problem.
So, how would you classify a relationship? Or probably, should I say dating, like when you courtship or married? Because I know when two people are married, there's always a feeling behind or
Sure.
in the center of it. So,
Sure.
how do you classify this? You know, does it see agape love or it's another kind of love or something? How do you classify this?
Okay, like I said, agape love fuels all other forms of love.
Yes, sir.
Now, you mentioned three things. You mentioned relationship, that is dating.
Yes.
You mentioned courtship,
Yes,
and you mentioned marriage.
Yes, sir.
Now, these are three stages
Of love.
to the end called marriage.
Yes, sir.
There are three stages. Now, and at these different stages, there are different kinds of love that are developed. Okay, now the thing is, because I've moved from filial to eros, doesn't mean I no more have filial love.
Yeah.
Because I've moved from eros to storge, doesn't mean there is no more eros. Now, like I said, eros is the romantic love.
Wow.
When you have a romantic partner, or rather, when you have hit the threshold of romance with your partner, you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then the love that I said, okay, that can be said to be at work should be is eros love. Now, in dating,
Yes.
dating, if you want to define in dictionary definition of dating, is when two people are attracted to each other and decide to what dictionary will say date, or decide to engage in a relationship, a loving relationship, or a romantic one. Now, the work at the corridor of love that they are walking in when you are dating is eros, because eros flows in the direction of what you find attractive, or what you or what you define as beauty. You understand? So that is to say that if what I define beauty as is long hair, you see I'm automatically attracted to someone with long hairs. Or if what I define to be as to be beauty is a fair complexion, you see me being attracted to the fair complexion lady.
Yeah.
You understand? So the work the kind of love at work, or rather the corridors of love people that are dating walk in, is the eros love, because that love flows in the direction of what we term beautiful. Now, moving towards courtship, and courtship now flows beyond attractions and feelings. Now, courtship now moves to a realm of commitment, and like I said, the love that flows in the direction of commitment, the corridor of love rather, that you walk in when you are actually elevating from dating to courtship, is filial, because filial is basically a commitment love, the love that flows in the direction of the circumstance that you are in. Okay, for you to actualize that, okay, this particular lady, I'm actually going to spend, there's a tendency in courtship now,
Yes, yes.
that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with this lady. Now, that is a circumstance, and there is how that circumstance makes you feel. Now, the corridor of love you are walking in at that point in time is the feeling love. But that's not to eradicate errors. That's not to eradicate errors. Because like I said, because you are working in filial doesn't mean errors is no longer active. You understand? But the most dominant is filial because of the understanding of the season you are in. So in marriage, like you said, the kind of love
Okay.
that actually ensures, in fact, marriage is so vast that I don't think I have enough time to talk about marriage with the few minutes that you've allotted to this
Okay.
podcast. So, but all I can say in marriage is all encompassing. You need to know how to walk in the various corridors of love. That is to say, you need to be your spouse's friend. You need to also be attracted to the person, physically attracted. You need to also be committed, and you need to also be selfless or sacrificial.
Okay.
So these words, commitment, attracted, sacrificial, and well, these four needs to be in place
Yeah.
in marriage. But this is not the only foundation of marriage though. But
Yeah.
judging from, just to answer your question, these four need to be in place in marriage. But relationship, dating, marriage is actually a step-by-step process, and in each phase you walk in different corridors of love chiefly. Then in marriage you find a way to combine all in a very healthy manner to have a blissful marriage.
So, sir, you talked about. I know when I asked you about this question, I also asked. You mentioned being the feeling of being attracted to. Probably you might be attracted to hair, skin color, facial look, and all that. So, but personally, I feel like those things are infatuation because it doesn't last. I get it. When it comes to skincare or someone hair, long hair,
Yes.
it doesn't also because you are attracted to long hair and you get to this person because her hair is long. I get it. Or she's a short person. Then
Yeah.
in the process of the marriage, her body will change. She'll get old.
Yes.
She'll cut her hair.
Yes.
I get it. So with the feeling just that, or is this just with the feeling just like, oh, should I say it's just
It's stages.
let me just say you said the stages.
Yes. Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is this: any love journey
Yeah.
tends to start with an attraction,
In
but that is not what will sustain
marriage.
any relationship at all.
Okay.
Any love journey may start with an attraction. It doesn't always start with an attraction, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was having a conversation with my colleague today
Okay.
at work, and she said that she dated the person she's about to get married to now. She dated the person for 3 months
Wow.
without even liking him. She's not attracted to him, nothing. She's just like, okay, I don't want to break his heart, out of pity. He has been acting out continually, and she's like, okay, ma, just give this guy a chance. And she just like went into the relationship now, and they dated for 3 months before she even started developing
Feelings.
anything for him at all. Literally, she just like, maybe she's, according to what she told me now, she said she had nothing for him. She wasn't attracted to anything he has, or anyhow he looks. But until after, so that I'm trying to say in essence that it may not start with an attraction, but even if it starts with an attraction, it won't flourish by mere attraction. You understand? So though attraction is very vital, because if you don't stand for something, you fall for anything. For example, me, I can say, okay, I love dark skinned ladies. No matter how fair you are, you will not attract me. Or I love the tall folks. If you are down to the earth, very brief, I'm sorry, ma. Pass. You understand? You understand? So attraction to some extent even gives us a standard. There are some ladies that say, okay, he doesn't have a car. I'm not you I won't have it. So once you come to meet her, oh, she'll be looking she'll start looking your pockets for car keys, looking at your hand, okay, what is he holding a car key? Because that is their attraction.
That's true.
So in essence, what I'm saying is looking on the bright side, attraction even helps us to it acts as a filter so that we don't just get down with anybody and everybody. We have a standard with that. But building a relationship that has a tendency of leading to marriage based on attraction is very, very, very risky because it may fade. If it's a car, if we have accident, maybe car will go to mechanic and they say they won't repair it. Car has gone. If it's long hair, sorry, dandruff may come. Or canoe weather will come and the hair will now cut short. So these things are actually temporal. You understand? So they may actually be strong enough to start a relationship, but trust me, attractions are not strong enough to sustain a relationship. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, I get what you say because I know back then I always have this fantasy of my kind of guy.
Okay.
I'll be like, it should be airy, it should be dark, it should be like top notch.
At least I'm dark.
At the end of the day, look at what I'm dating now. It's nothing. No, I'm not insulting the person I'm dating.
Okay, who I'm dating?
The person I'm dating is a very, very good person.
But it's not dark.
He's a dark person.
Is he hairy?
But he's not a person.
He's not hairy.
He's not
Oh,
hairy.
yeah.
So I'll be like, keep your beard for me. And I'll be like, oh, madam, I cannot keep my beard. So
Is there beard?
There's beard. So
Okay.
there's beard, but this person doesn't like keeping beard.
Okay, he likes to be clean shaven.
So I can't force this person to keep. Okay, he started keeping this mustache at the end of it, but I can't force him to keep normal beard. He'll be like, no, it's rough. I don't like it. So I can't force him. So I wish it was his hair. Like I wish I was attracted to that person. I want to be with this person.
Truly.
So
True.
I get the point where you said something was attracted to this person, but that attraction
Sustain
to sustain that
the relationship. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joseph.
You're welcome.
So your
My
opinion,
pleasure.
let me know your opinion on this attraction, on this love, agape love. I get it on school versus skill. Drop it on your comment section. Let's interact. Drop it on your comment section. So thank you very much for coming to the show. Let's talk about it, Mr. Joseph.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, sir.
God bless you.
Bye.